President Akufo-Addo is also here. He's wrapping up his tour of the Greater Accra region today. He interacted with members of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs at Dodowa, and he announced that he set up a committee to look into the possible restoration of Ga lands compulsorily taken over by the state, and that committee will start work next year. Among others, the committee will determine the consequences of the restoration and make recommendations to government. The return of lands to its original owners has been a long battle between the Ga state and successive governments. Addressing the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs today as part of his tour, President Akufo-Addo tasked the Chieftaincy Minister to begin the processes to bring finality to this issue.
The Chieftaincy Ministry has also instituted a program to have courses in chieftaincy development, comprising lectures, seminars, and other activities aimed at building the capacity of chiefs and all persons with interest in the chieftaincy institution. I applaud this initiative. Let me also indicate to you my commitment to establishing a committee, God willing, early next year, to take a comprehensive look at the issue to do with the compulsory acquisition of lands by government, its consequences, and the possible restoration of lands to their allodial owners. The committee will make appropriate recommendations for the decision of government. With a few weeks to the holding of the elections, the setting up of this committee this year may not be feasible. However, as a sign of my commitment to this, I'm tasking the Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs to begin stakeholder consultations with the House so an agreement can be reached on the composition of this committee and its terms of reference. Nime government will continue to support the chieftaincy institution so it can be strong and resilient.
Now, President Akufo-Addo says government will work with the security agencies to ensure a violence-free election, and he also promised that what ensued between supporters of the NPP and NDC at Dodowa over the weekend will not repeat itself. He pledged his commitment to ensure a free, fair and transparent election.
Of the wholehearted efforts that are being made by my government and I to ensure the peace and stability of the nation as we enter the last 5 weeks of the electioneering campaign. Ghana has rightly earned a reputation as a pace setter in democratic governance on the African continent, a reputation I am determined to uphold and indeed enhance prior to, during, and after the 7th December elections. I would need, of course, your full collaboration and cooperation to help attain this end. We cannot afford a repetition of the deplorable events that took place recently at Dodowa. We have all to work together to create the environment that will allow the Ghanaian people to make their decision on 7th December in freedom, peace, and security. It is their right.
Now, let's go to Zoom now. We're joined by presidential correspondent Elton Brobe. He has been with the president on his tour throughout the week. Elton, the president also commissioned a health facility at Dodowa today. Tell us about that.
This is an infectious disease center that was set up when COVID was at its peak here in Ghana. And it was part of, the health ministry's plans to ensure that even beyond COVID, we will have a health service that will be capable of responding to current and future needs. So that was set up, and today the commissioning ceremony was done, which means that people within the Shire of Sudoku enclave now have access to first-class health facility within the community. And this, the people were so excited about, because according to them, until the health facility was established, they were always seeking health attention from either Tema or the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, Kolebu, or the likes. But now with the establishment of this infectious disease center, they can now walk in, report any case that they may have, and they are sure to be attended to. Indeed, the superintendent, the health superintendent for the Shire of Sudoku area says that the infectious center has come to deal with the many issues relating to health within the enclave, and for that reason, it will help address the health needs of the people. So that was the second port of call after addressing the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. And as I must say that with just some few weeks to the December 7th general election, it's becoming extremely difficult to detach government official business and campaigning for re-election. And indeed,
absolutely,
the two virtually went together, during the tour of the president, right from the first day up till today. So after doing the government business, the President Akufo-Addo will go on to remind them of the promises he made to them in 2016, what he's done so far, and the reason why he should be given a second chance to continue. According to him, he's been very truthful, he's been very transparent, and he's actually counting on his truthfulness to win him the December 7th election, which comes up in some 5 weeks away.
And you hear him tell the people, vote for me based on the work I have done. He sounds that confident. But Elton, today, I understand that some of the chiefs, and indeed spokesperson of the chiefs he met today, sort of spoke in favor of the president, asking the people to vote for him, commending him for the work he's done. Can you bring us some more detail on that?
Yes, it was quite pronounced, especially at Dodowa when the president commissioned the Infectious Disease Center. And the spokesperson for Dodowa, who spoke on behalf of the Traditional Council, said that what the government has done, and what President Akufo-Addo has done within the last 4 years, should be enough yardstick to allow him to go for another term, because he's delivered on the promises he's made to Ghanaians, almost fulfilling all of them. The reason why he should be given the opportunity to go, even though, as you may be aware, the Constitution is quite clear on what chiefs are supposed to do when it comes to endorsing political heads. But nevertheless, they went all out, they gave their endorsement, and that characterized actually the visit to Dodowa. And after which we went to Adentam, Medina. Adentam is experiencing some asphalt overlay within the municipality. Also to Medina East Legon, road construction is ongoing. The road minister was quite clear that government has adopted what they call Constituency Connect project. Okay. The aim is to reduce traffic within the city. So they are doing asphalt overlays, connecting constituencies together. They are creating access road from the main road so that vehicles can have so many options.
And all of that is happening in the inner cities as well. Elton, thank you very much for the update on the president's tour. We'll see where he hits next. And of course, you'll be there to bring us all those details.